Oh man, that actually kind of hurt. Oh. I'm always like carrying way too much stuff when I come to the building. Today is the day. Today is the day that we are filming our first video podcast of the Ridgeline Journey video series. So that is actually happening today. It is happening. You already got it all set up and ready to go. So how'd you think our first shoot? How'd it go today?
I don't know. Am I made for this or you made for this?
You're definitely made for this. I don't know about me. I don't do well in front of like a camera like with a script. I can do this, but that is tough for me.
What, now, why is this any order?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Dude.
I get nervous.
Well, the reason this works is we're kind of yin and yang. I mean, you're the young guy. I'm close to death, and so here we are.
I will put a link in the description below where you can find that video, and as we roll out those videos in the coming weeks, I'll be putting links in those descriptions just so you can just follow and track with us as we kind of go through this video series. It's super nice outside right now. Perfect for a run. And you really have to take advantage of these days, especially in the middle of January in Colorado, where you get nice weather. You just gotta get outside. You know, I should stretch, but I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm gonna go without stretching. Just a couple miles, we should be okay. Good little quick run. That is right. We are going to, I don't know if we're going to do it today on the vlog or maybe another day, but we are going to hook up the Wii to the TV here. You know, obviously I'll do my work first, but you'll have time to play video games in the office, which just makes the space all that more awesome. Okay, today is day 265, and we are covering Matthew chapter 4, Luke chapter 4 and 5, and then John chapter 1, verse 15 through 51. There is so much happening in our reading for today. Just, you see Jesus going and healing people. You see Jesus calls his first disciples. He ministers to a large crowd. He casts out demons. He healed Peter's mother-in-law, and upon being healed, she then immediately starts to serve them. He cleanses a leper. He heals a paralytic based on the faith that his friends express by lowering him through the ceiling of a building, being told to leave his hometown. All these things that are happening. But one of the constants that I was noticing as we're reading today's passage is this idea that in everything Jesus did, and even in his speech, he had authority. Now, this isn't necessarily like authority in the sense of he was some kind of mean dictator type ruler guy, but when he spoke, people listened, and he spoke with this different type of spirit about him. that Spirit caused the people to respect what he had to say, and they wanted to listen to what he had to say. And I'm sure coupled with the things that he said, as well as the things that he did, that also built his case for having this authority in speaking to the people and interacting with the people. But it's an interesting concept that we see throughout the early part of Jesus' ministry, and I know we'll continue to see throughout his earthly ministry. But I'm curious, and I'd like to have you type down in the comments below, in one sentence, how would you define this authority that Jesus had? You guys know this guy. Today in our passage dealing with Jesus did and said things with authority. How would you, in your expert Bible opinions, this guy knows what he's talking about, how would you define that word authority in the context of Jesus doing and saying things with authority?
So first, I'm going to throw out my Greek.
Ooh.
The word for authority is exousia, and it also is where we get the word for power. So I would say it meant that Jesus had the power and the ability and the right to do what he did and say what he said. And that power, ability, and right came from God, because he is God, but also from the Father who gave him that authority. Also, the authority, I'd say it was earned because of what he did and said, and he always backed up what he did and said.
Totally.
Yeah.
Anyone else's answers are going to be lame. That was awesome. That was no, they'll be good. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see if it's going to work. You can never have too many HDMI cables. So I apologize. Brian was the only person that I end up actually asking that question. But the answer that he gave was really good. I apologize for not asking more people. I just got too busy. But I think, the implications for the authority that Jesus had, I think we have to go back to Luke's purpose for writing the book, and that was to encourage this Theophilus, whoever it was, that the things about Christ were true. And the fact that, he had authority just cements that fact, that everything is trustworthy and reliable when it comes to Jesus and everything that he did and everything he said. And that's really important for us today in our world, that we trust Jesus.